The moment Lionel Messi steps onto an MLS pitch in 2025, time feels like it slows down, not because he moves slower, but because everyone watching knows they're about to witness something unforgettable, something beyond just soccer, something historic in the making that pulses through every stadium he enters like a current of electricity. It's in the way fans lean forward when he touches the ball, in the way opponents hesitate just enough to give him the space he needs to work his magic, because Messi is no longer just a world-class footballer. He's a living myth, a global icon reshaping what it means to play in America's top soccer league, and in this season alone he's shattered expectations with goals that defy logic, passes that split defenders like surgical lasers, and a vision of the game that transforms chaos into poetry. Having already scored over 25 goals and delivered assists so consistently accurate it's as if he's playing on a chessboard while others are kicking randomly. But what truly sets Messi apart isn't just the numbers, it's the moments, the way he creates silence before an eruption, the way he wins up a free kick and entire stadiums collectively hold their breath, knowing this isn't just another set piece but a moment destined for replay after replay, a goal that's not just scored but remembered. Like that curling strike against LA where the ball curved impossibly around the wall and dipped under the crossbar with millimeter precision, or the rocket volley from just outside the box against New York that bent space and time with such force the goalkeeper didn't even dive. And beyond the goals, it's his command of the field that hypnotizes. The way he drops deep into midfield, pulls defenders with him, and creates space for others to run into as if choreographing a silent ballet, every movement intentional. Every pass a thread weaving together a performance that feels less like sport and more like art. And yet Messi doesn't just dominate games, he elevates them, transforming average MLS matches into world-class spectacles that trend globally, crash social media platforms with highlight reels, and pull millions of new eyes toward a league that was once considered a retirement stop but is now front-page news thanks to the brilliance of one man who refuses to slow down, who despite age and accolades and legacy, plays every minute with the intensity of someone still chasing their first dream. And what's even more compelling is the cultural earthquake Messi is causing in the US. Children across the country are wearing his jersey, lining up at academies inspired to emulate his dribbles and decisions, while crowds at MLS stadiums have grown to record-breaking numbers with cities selling out months in advance just for a glimpse of the man who redefined greatness. And on social media his every movement is dissected, every goal analyzed by pundits and kids alike, because this isn't just about football anymore, it's about witnessing living history in sneakers and shin guards, and perhaps that's the magic. How he makes something as complex as elite-level soccer look so human, so accessible, like we're all somehow part of it, watching not from the sidelines but from within the story itself. And that story is packed with drama and legacy and emotion and statistics so while they sound made up. 30 goal contributions in 20 games, a 93% pass accuracy, 8 Man of the Match awards in a row, and leadership that can't be measured by numbers alone but is clear in every post-match interview, every smile shared with younger teammates, every subtle nod of approval after a hard-fought win. And as Messi continues his reign in MLS, he's not just a player, he's a movement, a one-man revolution dragging American soccer into a brighter, more respected future, proving to skeptics around the world that this league can host greatness and foster it, that the US is ready for top-tier talent not in a novelty way but in a sustainable, game-changing way. And fans who don't tune in are not just missing soccer, they're missing legacy in motion, history that will be studied and replayed and celebrated for decades. Because when Messi eventually walks away, what he leaves behind won't just be goals or trophies, but a transformed landscape, higher viewership, bigger sponsorships, youth programs inspired to aim higher, and a deep-rooted belief that excellence can bloom anywhere, even in places where few expected it. And while other leagues spend billions trying to capture attention, MLS has the world's most captivating figure doing it naturally with every flick, every run, every glint of determination in his eyes. And every time a new fan stumbles onto a Messi highlight reel on YouTube or social media, they're pulled into the story, hooked by the brilliance, and swept away by the realization that this isn't just a highlight. It's a chapter in the greatest sports story ever written. And what's more, Messi's presence has reshaped the way we understand age in sports. At 37 he isn't slowing down, he's adapting, evolving, conserving energy like a marathoner, choosing his moments to explode into brilliance and reminding us that greatness isn't just raw speed but mental sharpness, discipline, and unmatched football intelligence. And it's not just his goals, it's how he scores them, the timing, the execution, the composure, the style, and even his misses feel intentional. Like previews to something greater, and that anticipation is addictive, drawing in not just die-hard soccer fans but casual sports lovers, parents, children, former players, celebrities, politicians, all of whom want to be part of this moment in time, because they know it's fleeting, they know legends don't stick around forever, and this might be the last chance to see a player of his caliber doing what he does best at such a high level. And if you're not watching, if you're not following this chapter of Messi's journey, then you're missing one of the most inspiring stories of sports resilience and brilliance ever told. And the truth is, Messi doesn't need the MLS, but the MLS desperately needed Messi, and in choosing to come, to stay, to compete, and to lead, he gave American soccer something priceless. Legitimacy, credibility, a stamp of world-class excellence that money alone couldn't buy. And with every touch he reminds us why we fell in love with the game in the first place. Not because of money or headlines, but because of the beauty, the elegance, the heart-stopping moments of brilliance that only someone like Messi can produce. And that's why his legacy here will endure far beyond his final match. Because what he's done is plant the seeds of a soccer revolution in the US, a cultural and sporting shift that will continue to grow, and every person who witnessed it live will carry those memories like heirlooms. And every person who missed it will be told they missed something once in a generation, a chapter they can't rewind, a magic they can't recreate, and that is what makes this moment essential, not just for fans but for history itself.